What's up, everybody? It's Joe from JLDB Games coming at you with another cool video, and today I am back in Parkitect, and I am starting over in a new park in this one because the new update came out and I had some issues trying to get my mods to work after updating the game and all that stuff. So I had some issues there, but I got some new mods and new ways to do stuff, so I think this park will turn out better anyways, so at least it did during the stream. This is actually live stream footage, so I just do a time lapse for the video, and that way it's not an hour-long video and it's just a time lapse in the video. So let's get started. I start off trying to make a nice little entrance with a sidewalks. Obviously, I think the sidewalk, a little different colored path for the sidewalk works pretty well, and there's also a new mod pack where you can have curved paths and stuff. I haven't tried that out yet. I think I might try it. We'll see how that turns out. But pretty much just trying to get some foliage in here and make it look all pretty and nice. You know, got some palm trees from the little tropical trees set. I think that's what it was. And I guess there's 25 mods. I don't have all of them. I just got the ones that interested me the most. I might add some later, but and then of course, to start off, you always have to add the best first attraction for each theme park, and that is the merry-go-round. So yeah, and then I decided to raise it up a little bit, give it a little bit more character, and add the terrain up there and just make it kind of cool and different, and just so it gives it a little more character. And kind of made it in the center as best as I could, as it was not centered to the pathway anyways, but that's okay, because it worked out pretty well. So and then I pretty much just kind of scrambling through some of the settings and what's going on and stuff, blah blah blah, and all that stuff, and I go ahead and name the park Golden Gardens because why not? You know, I'm not very good at naming stuff, never have been, never will be, and that's just that. So moving on, I go ahead and hire up all my staff here, and then I can't figure out why no one's moving, and then I forgot that I paused the game. So I go ahead and press play, and I get my guests starting to come into the park. So alrighty, and then the benches and the trash cans are next to get the park going. And then of course we need to add some stalls here, so I decided to make this little burger and soft drink stalls and build it inside of a building to give it a little more oomph and character, so a little more customization part of it. So, and I enjoy that. So I go ahead and, like, this is the most basic building of all time. You know, it has the doors, the walls, and just the roof on top. You know, I didn't add anything, didn't make it fancy or anything. I just kind of wanted to put a little building around it, so it worked out okay, I think. So so that's how that goes. So I go ahead and add another ride here, and I'm like, I need to throw a ride. Let's go add a drop tower, or a launch free fall tower. Couldn't figure out how to raise it for the longest time because I'm an idiot and couldn't notice, so I deleted it and replaced it and figured it out after that. Raised it up to about 9, which I'm gonna guess it's going by like maybe stories or something, so I'm gonna guess that's 90 feet. So I go ahead and decorate. I like to decorate stuff with trees and bushes and flowers because that's just how you make everything look pretty, in my opinion. I always overdo it with foliage and flowers and trees just because I love the look of it, and I like that kind of woodsy look and the natural look around the rides. It just adds a lot for me in the long run. So I almost forgot completely how to play the game because I hadn't played it in so long. But add the pavilion here and over the queue line. Don't know what happened to that one. Just kind of decided to go high up. And we got a little park going, and I decide let's go ahead and do the same thing for the merry-go-round. Add all this foliage and grass type stuff and blah blah blah, just to make it look pretty and stuff. At this point, I don't think I really had any viewers. Maybe one person I think I was watching the entire time, but I didn't get my viewers until mainly I started getting to the roller coaster, which I'll get to after after this part right here, after I place all these plants and stuff. So I really enjoyed doing what I do now, and that's streaming the footage and end up time-lapsing it in a video. I think that works very well, and I think I'm going to do it more often. That way you guys get more live streams and also more videos, and it's kind of a win-win situation. So anytime I start playing games, I usually try to live stream it, even if I'm just doing it for fun. If I'm just doing it for fun and mostly for myself and stuff, I usually don't have my microphone on for, like, say when I'm playing other games and stuff, and I don't have my mic on. That means I'm just kind of playing it for fun in my own spare time, and you know, people can watch if they want to. So this wooden coaster, I have to still get used to the coaster editor in Parkitect. I love the coaster editor in Parkitect. It's amazing. I absolutely I love it, but I still need to learn it a little bit. I haven't gotten very great at it so far, and I'm getting better, but I still have a little bit to do. I wanted to try to do this little curve drop turn up into the first drop, so I decided to do something like that and kind of mess around and experiment. So I wanted to do this little overbank turn too, to get the ride started off, kind of get that little crazy feeling to it, which actually ended up turning out pretty decent, I think. So yeah, and you know, I haven't really messed much with the coaster editor as much as I've wanted to with this game, so I'm very excited with the game. And you know, the update came out with more sounds for your rides and stuff, which is kind of cool, and I can't wait until they update it again and just keep updating it and making it better. So I'm very excited for the game and what they have in store and what they're going to do next, because the game's already pretty amazing, and the only thing it lacks obviously is realistic graphics. It's a cartoony style game, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think, you know, I just don't think it's going to win the war overall with the new theme park games, and I think it will do well. I think it'll actually be one of the top ones up there, maybe even the second best theme park simulator out there. What I think they do need to work on is a little bit of the simulation. I mean, if you go under negative and negative, you know, nothing happens. You know, you're just in the negative. Like I am right now, I'm at negative $4,000. So it's just, I think they need to make it to where if you go down to $0, you cannot build anything. You know, kind of like Roller Tycoon does. You just cannot build anything because you're out of money. I mean, what money are you using right now? I mean, be able to do loans, all that stuff, and just stuff like that. I'm sure people are requesting this stuff, you know, and the developers really listen, and they're always open for ideas. So the developers of this game are very nice, and they're very active, and that's what we as fans want. And you know, you mostly only get that out of indie games, you know. And the people developing this have done a very fantastic job of creating such a fun little theme park simulator, and I would love them to add like objectives, stuff like that, just to make the game a little bit more, you know, have a purpose. You know, I like games having a purpose and not just games that have no purpose of just playing it for whatever reason. You know, I love making sandbox parks and stuff like that. It is fun. But at the same time, you want to have something, you know, that you can play that's, you know, gives you a challenge and gives you something to do something for. You know, here I'm just like, you know, there's nothing to do. It's just, well, there's something to do, but I mean, there's nothing to really go off of. So you just kind of do your thing. And no matter, money's not an option, or money's not an issue. So, yeah, so decided to go ahead and get the station built here and the queue line, which is interesting because I was having issues like, oh, how am I going to do this queue line? I'm going to have to do some funky thing to get it, you know, to the pathway and stuff like that. So I decided to just go over this track over here, and it was kind of funky, but in the end, it actually ended up turning out alright, and yeah, so I actually was pretty satisfied with the wooden coaster. It turned out pretty well, and I actually enjoyed it, and I actually did ride it a couple times in the stream, as far as I remember. I think I'd do it later, but it turned out pretty decent and not a bad ride. So next time I'm probably going to build like a steel coaster or maybe a winged coaster. They don't have a regular sit-down B&M coaster yet, and that's something that would very much benefit their little coaster collection to their stuff. I think that would be very useful and very good. So I want you guys to give me your thoughts in the comments. Do you like me doing these time lapses of my live streams, or would you rather me do the actual slowed down stuff? Now, I prefer to do the time lapses because this isn't tutorial stuff. I know you guys are interested in how I do stuff sometimes and stuff like that, but that's for tutorials. This is literally just a playthrough showing how my parks are created and how my stuff gets created, you know, showing the process of them being created. And, you know, I enjoy doing more live streams more often now because I'm able to do that with this option, because I can just literally live stream and record at the same time because my software allows me to do that, which is OBS. You can stream and record your footage at the exact same time, which is very handy. So you can do that, and I like just, you know, putting it in the video. That way I have the footage with me, and I can do whatever I want with it, you know, and I can do the time lapse, you know. That way you're not sitting here through an hour-long video of me literally just putting this thing together, which is can get quite boring, honestly. So I really prefer the time lapses. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think. And I decided to put down some toilets because I forgot to put in toilets for people to go to the bathroom. They probably had to go to the bathroom for quite a long time. But that's okay. And then I look at this wooden coaster and I'm like, man, I need to do something with it, you know? Let's go ahead and add some terraforming. So it adds so much environment and character to the ride when you add some terraforming and just change the terrain and environment around it. It really adds a lot to your rides and makes it look better, you know? It just makes it look awesome and better than what it actually is. And I really do enjoy that. So I go ahead and do that, and then I decide to go ahead and add the little wide supports, which is a mod that comes or one of the mods that I did get. I didn't know at this point that you could actually snap it to the grid, and you actually hold down Alt, and I didn't figure that out till one of my viewers actually told me that, and I wasn't paying attention because I was so focused on trying to get it perfect, and I was like, ah man, I wish this would just snap. And then they told me it could snap, and I felt dumb, and I was like, oh man, I just, you know, tried to get this all perfect, and I wasted all my time when I could have just snapped it by holding down Alt. So don't make that mistake I did if you're playing it as well. So yeah, so I pretty much figured it out, and about right as soon as you see the grid on the ground, yeah, right there, that's when I figured it out finally, and I was like, oh well, that's all right. I already got them all down, so might as well move on. So after the wide supports, I decided to go ahead and add more environment to this wooden coaster to make it really awesome and amazing, just by adding trees, foliage, grass, and all that sort of thing. It always makes your rides look awesome. And, you know, even if it's these little cartoony 3D trees, you know, and then it starts raining and it gets depressing. I mean, wow, the rain looks very strange in time lapse. It looks so fast. It's kind of crazy. Because I commented earlier about, man, why is there an umbrella stall? Does it even rain in this game? Well, and I figured that out, like literally a few minutes later, that, you know, it does rain in the game. And I didn't know that. So the game actually looks amazing. I just like the art style. It looks really good, and I hope that they keep this game going and get it finished up and just get more features into it, because it's looking so promising. And the fact that they listen to the fans, you know, that's just huge right there. And, you know, look how much I am in debt. You know, I have like $17,000, I think, in debt on this thing. So that's something cool that they could add, is maybe a little bit more simulation style is by adding, or you couldn't go past $0. I mean, have a sandbox option where you have unlimited money, and then have an option where you have to go toward, you gotta manage your money and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. It would just be cool. So we're getting towards the end here. I don't think I do anything else, honestly. I just kind of talk and going, oh man, this looks awesome. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Smack the like button if you liked it, and then please leave a comment if you would want more of these type of videos. I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, if you guys like the time lapse, let me know, and live streams, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.